You have access to more entertainment than any generation in history. Unlimited shows, endless scroll, a library of music, games, and content at your fingertips. So why does everything feel so boring? You pick up your phone for a quick break, and suddenly it's an hour later. But you don't feel relaxed, you feel drained. The hobbies you used to love don't hit the same anymore. Even exciting things feel flat. Most people think they're just burnt out, or maybe depressed. But the real culprit is something else entirely: dopamine dysregulation. And it's quietly rewiring your brain's reward system without you even realizing it. If you've been feeling numb lately, this might explain everything. And more importantly, it's completely fixable. Let's talk about dopamine for a second. It's not just a feel-good chemical. It's your brain's motivation currency. It's what makes you want things, chase goals, and feel rewarded when you achieve them. And here's the thing. This system worked perfectly for thousands of years. Our brains evolved for scarcity, hunting for food, waiting for rewards, working hard for payoffs that took time. But now, we live in an all-you-can-eat dopamine buffet. Social media algorithms engineered to keep you scrolling, streaming services with infinite content, instant gratification at every turn. Your brain wasn't built for this. So if you're struggling to focus, feeling unmotivated, or wondering why nothing excites you anymore, you're not lazy, you're not broken. Your brain is doing exactly what it's designed to do in an environment it was designed for. Let me show you how this trap works, why it feels so hard to escape, and what actually breaks the cycle. Here's how it works. Your brain has a dopamine baseline, a set point for what feels normal. And modern life constantly spikes it artificially high. Social media notifications, binge-watching entire seasons, junk food, constant stimulation, every ping, every swipe, every new video, small dopamine hits, over and over. Now here's the key. Your brain doesn't care about absolute pleasure. It cares about contrast. A sunset feels amazing after a long hike, but it barely registers when you're scrolling TikTok. When your baseline stays elevated, normal activities start to feel boring by comparison. Reading a book? Too slow. Having a conversation? Not stimulating enough. Going for a walk? Where's the dopamine? They don't create the same spike, so your brain labels them as unrewarding. This is why you can't focus on a 20-minute YouTube video anymore. But you'll scroll through 200 short-form videos without blinking. You're not enjoying the highs anymore. You're just avoiding the lows, and that's exhausting. But here's where it gets worse. Because just like with any drug, your brain adapts. It builds tolerance. What used to excite you, getting likes, watching a new show, actually, you were raising the bar for what counts as rewarding. And the costs go way beyond just feeling bored. Your motivation for long-term goals tanks. Delaying gratification becomes nearly impossible. Your attention span weakens. You feel emotionally flat, like you're going through the motions. This is why starting a creative project feels impossible. But scrolling feels effortless. Your brain has learned that quick hits are easier than slow burns. Think about the student who can't study for 30 minutes, but can game for 4 hours straight. Or the person who buys things they don't need just to feel something for a few seconds. It's not a discipline problem. It's a dopamine problem. Your reward system is miscalibrated, and it's affecting everything. Your work, your relationships, your sense of purpose. So how do you reset? That's the real question. Here's the good news. You can't think your way out of this, but you can behave your way out. What you need is a dopamine reset. Not the extreme version where you stare at a wall for 3 days. The sustainable one. Here's how it works. First, identify your high dopamine triggers. Track what you compulsively reach for. Your phone, junk food, online shopping, and when. Boredom, stress, fatigue. Awareness is step 1. Second, create friction. Delete apps temporarily. Put your phone in another room. Use website blockers. Make bad habits harder and good habits easier. Third, reintroduce low dopamine activities. Walks without music, journaling, cooking, reading physical books. These will feel boring at first because your baseline is skewed. But give it 7 to 10 days, and they start feeling good again. Your brain recalibrates. Fourth, build rewards into long-term goals. Use dopamine strategically. Celebrate small wins on bigger projects. Train your brain that effort leads to payoff. Fifth, practice boredom. Literally sit and do nothing for 10 minutes. Your brain will resist hard. Then it'll recalibrate. This isn't about becoming a monk. It's about getting your excitement back. The goal isn't to eliminate dopamine. It is to make it work for you instead of against you. And here's the truth that changes everything. Your brain is plastic. It adapted to the trap. It can adapt out of it. You're not stuck. You're just miscalibrated, and that's fixable. If this video hit home, you're not alone. Millions of people are stuck in the same cycle. So here is my challenge. Pick one high dopamine habit and replace it with a low dopamine activity for the next 3 days. Notice what happens. Comment below what you're going to try, or what dopamine trap you're finally ready to break. And if you want more content on reclaiming your focus and energy, subscribe. I post every week. Look, your excitement isn't gone. It's just buried under layers of overstimulation and quick hits. But it's still there, and we're going to dig it back up. Let's get started.